There are things I need of you, things you may not understand or may not wish to do, but please do not make the same mistakes I did. My father, Howard, deserted me before I was born. I could claim the loss of my mother, and the letter I received after her funeral blinded me to what I had to do. It would be a lie. Human nature sealed my downfall. My name is Philip. If we are lucky, then by the time you receive this, I will be dead. If fate frowns, we all perish. Hello, and welcome to Penumbra Overture, Episode 1. Normal? Why not? My story began in February 2000.
For my part in this allegory, I'm not going to make the same mistakes my
Okay, so
father
this game is voiced.
Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it. So when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor. Of course, I went, as he knew I would. I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time. My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me. The university I taught at was world renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland. It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
Time for some nice, pleasant weather. Finally, we're almost docked. I'd better stow my gear. I may be far from home, but chances are I can still pick things up using left mouse, and I can take a closer look at things using right mouse. Okay. Journal. Well, it's good to have a notebook to jot down interesting information and reminders. I got my torch in the desk drawer next to the bed. It can be opened using the left mouse on it, holding the button down and moving the mouse. Alrighty. Whoop. Yeah. Flashlight. Is it a flashlight or a torch? Pick one. Switches on and off via the inventory tab, or hopefully with the shortcut key F. Now where's that emergency glow stick? It should still be in the locker. Keys in my inventory. Okay, I'd like to just one more notch up. Bip. Tab. Key. How do I... double click. Bing. Got some batteries. And... some extra battery. Yeah, I just said that. Is it a can of soup? Jake Daniels. Just put that away for safekeeping. As I stepped off armed around me, I realized how utterly devoted I'd been to the discovery of my father's past. I had no idea what to expect. Soon enough, my concerns were justified. I don't know whether I lost my orientation or my spirit first, but I lost feeling in my extremities soon after. I knew hypothermia was setting in. I started looking for shelter. Oh, that's bright. Oh, okay. So cold. Where I am. Shelter soon. Using the... Okay, right click to throw. Got it. Wind sound, which has gotten louder. Oh, there it goes. What am I hearing? Oh, that didn't sound good. I guess we fell. And now demons are whispering in our ear. Jesus, my head. I can't believe I fell that far and survived. Although looking around, maybe I didn't. What is this place? Why would you have your ladder over a giant gaping hole? That's a terrible idea. I'm not sure if I need the flashlight here, if I can just brighten it up a bit. Let's see. Oh yeah, we don't have to use a flashlight in here. Good stuff. What? Oh, a wooden planky thing? A steel planky thing. Roddy thing, rather. What's in here? A red thing. Flare. Boxy thing. That. Hammer. Let's see. I can swing this hammer if I hold a left mouse and make a backswing by pulling mouse to the right, then follow through by pushing left. The opposite works too. I reckon if I hold down right mouse after the backswing, I should still be able to look around. Alright. Well, moving on. Stuck. There must be something in the way. Ooh. Now maybe move. Aha. And enter the dark, scary. Actually, it's pretty well lit in here, surprisingly. What the fuck is that? So this is, okay. Oh, so we get a light when we crouch down. But we don't like crouching down, I guess? I'm not sure. That's where the steel rod goes, I bet. Click. Double clicky. Click. Oh, bright light. Neat. Oh! Jesus! Well... see what, for the rest, I can't get in there yet. Let's see where the, other direction of that hole goes. It fits pretty comfortably. Well, turn it. Let's put this away first. There we go. Scoochy, 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 okay. Yoink. Look, can't see. Oh, there we go. Okay. Whatever I hadn't felt since I was a child. I'd never given it much thought before, but I realized that our entire society is a network of safety nets. Emergency services at the end of the phone line, health and safety in the workplace, friends, family, lovers. All there if something goes wrong. Part of a carefully designed structure to prevent all but the most mundane of emotions. Once again, I felt like I did when I was in school, surrounded by a closing ring of older kids, knowing anyone that might help me, friends, parents, teachers, were too scared or too far away. I've jotted down a note, just in case. I'm stuck. I'm trapped. I need to get out. There could be anything living down here. Heroics are for Hollywood actors and fairy tales. I'm not taking any chances. If I face off against anything down here, it won't last a second. Caution and stealth are my only defenses now. Well, that's concerning. If anyone or anything hears me, I'd be best off staying low and out of sight until I know whether or not it's a threat. Crouching by pressing left control will give me the chance to hide in the shadows. I'll know I've got it right because of the blue tint to my vision. Plus, it should be quite enough that I won't be hurt unless something's right on top of me. Better remember to shut off any light sources, though. Okay. Can I toggle? Yeah. Oh, that's what that blue thing was. I thought it was like, oh, that's a glass bottle. We shouldn't throw that. Okay, great. Maze. That was a non-eventful trip. Alright, made it to the office. Oh, that was loud. I don't think we're gonna have to crouch in here. So much history in this place, tied up in words and left to decompose. That's a shame. We got a jar of something? Baxtron. 15th of August, 1945. Command bunker. Emergency airstrip Zulu. Weekly report. Another unremarkable week in Greenland. Regular supply shipment received. Standard emergency drills carried out. Routine runway maintenance completed. I have ordered maintenance to be carried out twice weekly from here on in due to increased snowfall. 1 wounded. The 1 wounded figures no cause for concern back in London. The Germans haven't extended their front line by 4,000 miles. 2 of my men were caught manufacturing cherry bombs in our workshop/armory and succeeded in blowing off a couple fingers. Take partial responsibility for this and that I allowed them access to the demolitions manual we keep in the storeroom, and I'm sure that's where they learned the ingredients. As a precautionary measure, I have now locked up that manual in the chest in my office, and will keep the key on my person at all times, so we need to find his body, I guess. Needless to say, both men have been disciplined, and the injured man has been sent home for medical care. I cannot help but think that a more suitable punishment would have been for him to stay out here, but the matter's out of my hands. The base is so disconnected sometimes. I feel as if this war could end and we might not even hear about it out here. Supplies requisition order. Dynamite for excavation purposes, 7 bayonets, 1 industrial ice pick, a pair of reading glasses, category 7C. Reconditioning of the mine continues to progress. The structure is being fortified from potential bomb damage, and excavation of previously caved-in areas is going ahead. One point of curiosity is some kind of archaeological find, an artifact buried beneath the earth and discovered by one of the work teams later this evening. After marshal duty, I shall take a closer look at the artifact. It appears to be man-made and may have working parts inside. I shall remove what looks like the front cover and see if I can't discover the source of light which constantly emanates from it. Chief NCO M. Major. Officer's log. An NCO named Major. Okay, there's the key, I guess, to the chest with the thing. Researchers at the University of Copenhagen have suggested that mind-altering chemicals naturally sewn into the rock may be the cause of high suicide rates at a Greenland mine. The university, which has recently been conducting studies into isolated communities, first became interested in the workers of the northwestern lead mine last year. They discovered that even taking into account Greenland's naturally higher suicide rate, local figures for the last 100 years were abnormally high at 46 deaths per 100,000 populace compared to the national average of 29. On further investigation, experts diagnosed in many of the miners symptoms in common with the earlier stages of paranoid schizophrenia. This has prompted researchers to hypothesize that natural deposits of lysergic acid, a pH4 formula recently discovered to have hallucinogenic properties, may be present in the rocks. Few locals were conducive to interview, but those who agreed to speak had their own explanation. Inuit spirits known as the Toomgate live in the mountains. The university is awaiting the results of chemical testing. Studies continue. Right? Oops. Sorry. Shut this puppy. Can we see the... There we go. Nothing. And nothing. Great. Okay, so this must be... Let's look at the photos. Okay, this must be your artifact. Click it. Ooh. Bright light. A man, an old man, clutching something unseen. He is strange, and yet he is no stranger. Never seen before. Still I know. The man before me is Howard. I call him Father. The hell? What just happened? I don't know if that was such a good idea. Let's do it again. used to that. Okay. Whoop. Pew. Whoop. Yay. Woo. Whoop. Nothing. Okay. Oh, I should start from the bottom, like a... What's the word? Efficient. There we go. Efficient person. Light! Of course, he's probably thinking cold. Oh, no, he is thinking light. Miss being outside already. This place is starting to get to me. But even if I could reach that grate, it looks built into the rock itself. No way it's coming loose. Well, I mean, I would freeze to death anyway, I presume, out there. Another flare? There's shit all over the place. Here's the chest. Here's the key. Open that puppy. Get the manual. Big book of explosives. Let's not bother reading through that. Here we go. Bottom to top. Is that like a bandage? Painkillers. Ugh. Great. Playing a game where I'll need painkillers. What the fuck is that? Beef jerky. Do I get hungry, or is that like bait? Oh. More roses. More beef jerky. Alright, so I just came for the equipment then? Okay. Oh, I can lean. Bitchin'. Good to know. Oh, the door sound is so loud. Okay. Whoop. Oh! God, that scared me. That bottle. I better not stare it out. Anything with my foot might panic me, and then I'm a goner. Okay, so we can't look at what we're hiding from. That's not good. The growling is still pretty loud. Is it safe now? Oh, just getting this more in my vision instead of less. Okay. Where'd it go? Just gonna make a slow crawl for it. Oh, it's getting louder. Which direction is it in? Oh, it's way down there. We're good. Okay. Storage, explosives, workshop. Where's an area? Okay, well, let's check out storage first, because it looks like there's some kind of barrier between us and the next area, and I'll bet it's locked. Ugh. Oh, God. Some kind of bug. I'm ready to squish it. Nice, wait. Well, why on earth would you want to paint more shit white out here? Paper boxes with rusty nails. Oh, I guess I can't open doors with this out. It's locked anyway. Oh. Locked from the other side. Does that mean there's someone still inside? I can hear chattering, thank God. Maybe I can get some answers. Anything to have. Okay, letter plus fuel equals fire. Really? Spiders equals sad face. A pair of boots. A more traditional squishy method. But I think I would prefer the hammer. Storage crate for transporting ore. There's a draft coming from the base. Okay. More painkillers, batteries. this thingamajig, which I assume is a save point. It's different but the same that time, like I had more control, but over what? Okay, so move this thingy. Oh, great. Oh, I can move it now. Okay, really? I could move the ore to move. Oh, alright. There we go. I'm stuck. Let's get it closer to the edge here. Come on. Open. There we go.